All right, so part three. So yeah, like I was saying, yeah. So the Floyds will always, or fixed bridge guitars, typically will always sound better because you get more sustain because you have a more solid, uh, bridge system, which allows for more sustain. The more dense, the more solid it is, the more string resonation you can get, and more volume, more tone, more whatever. That said, both guitars tend to play nines. I haven't put anything heavier on that. I don't know what this guitar would be like with tens on it. The nines seem to sound okay. They don't sound like thin, or like, this guitar does not sound thin at anything. But for most people, would they need to spend this much money to get a pro guitar? Because this is a pro guitar. I could hand this to Steve Vai if you actually would like the shape. And trust me, anything Steve Vai can play, he can play it on this. Anything Joe Satriani could play, he could play it on this. Anything Randy Rhoads could play, he would definitely play it on this. In fact, the early Rhoads models are not even quite as nice as that. Now, if I had to say of all the Jacksons that are Flying V's that are available out there, which one is the best and why? Well, if you're marking it on overall cost, overall playability, overall sound, overall everything, I think this is probably one of the best ones you can get. Yes, it's a fixed bridge. It's not a Floyd, but you can also get this in the Floyd, which would sound very, very similar. It has the same pickups. The only difference is you got the Floyd body instead of that. I am probably planning on buying the Floyd version of this guitar too. Why? Because it's so good. So what are you getting more? Well, you're getting more tone. And I know there's some people are like, for metal guitars, it doesn't really matter. I do more than metal, but this is my metal guitar. It's my rock guitar, my metal guitar. It's a riff monster. It's a shred machine. That's the job. It doesn't have 16 sound pull pots and whatever. It's three sounds. But it's all you need on this guitar. And I'm more of a less is more. In fact, I wish they made this guitar without the tone volume, or the tone button. Just a volume and a toggle. I mean, a push pull would be cool on it, granted, because that would give you really cool sounds, but it's not really required. But yeah, I think this guitar is really well priced. Not because I'm trying to justify it, but because it's not overpriced. You are getting something good, because there is some Jacksons that are like a Pro Mod 24s, for example, that are still have the basswood body. So at that point, you're really okay. Yes, you get the neck through body, which will be better. But again, if you were to take these pickups, put it in there, and compare it to the Pro Mod 24 with the neck through body, with the same, basswood or poplar body, this will match that sound. Whether you put EMGs in there, whatever Jackson's carrying, options whatever option you want, like maybe you put a Duncan Invader in there. That would be insane, but you could do that. And you would sound like the Pro Mod 24 because you got the same neck, you've got the same body, body materials. Then it's just a matter of swapping out whatever. But if you were to swap out for a better Floyd, better pickups to match like the Pro Mod 24, you still don't have the fretwork. You still have the neck through. You still have the bolt-on neck, which again, the bolt-on neck is versus the neck through body. It's one of those things you have to play. Like I'm never going to say that's a bad sounding guitar, because it's not. That's the problem in this day and age. There almost are no bad guitars. I mean, there's bad guitars out there, but you actually have to go out of your way to go buy. You got to go like Sears or Walmart or something to buy a bad guitar. You know what I mean? Like if you go to any music store, like these are kind of beginner level guitars to intermediate, and this is what you can start with. And I'm like, for 99.9% of the people out there, the JS32 is a phenomenal guitar. Now, that said, not all JS32s are made equally. What am I doing for time here? Yeah, I'll make another part.